Well, this is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put it over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
To AEWTF cast, and this is probably Saturday for you, so you know what that means. We're going to talk about what Wednesday means. So,
but this could be your Friday. We don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Time is just a
it's a flat circle, man.
Could be somebody from the future where they don't even have days anymore.
Yeah.
Oh God,
so
yeah.
Whatever this is for you, you know what that means.
Yeah, because we don't. But so they opened up with the Inner Circle. And I only got one problem with this whole thing. It's going to be a weird one. They didn't shut their car doors.
That's my only note.
Is it really?
I'm sorry. When you're totally badass, you don't have to shut your own car doors.
Actually, I had a second note, and it was just picture this. You pull up at a red light next to Sammy Guevara, and he's sitting in his car with no shirt on, but a leather jacket.
Yeah.
Normal for wrestlers. Like,
pretty awesome.
Man. How many times have you double shotted a show and not changed gear? I know I've driven to towns in my underwear before. Spandex.
I've only done that twice. So
something real special about driving your car in your wrestling tights.
I know.
Well, then we didn't. Me and Brian Cross had to do it, and weren't going to make the other show because we left too late. So we were just like, so we had to pull over at a truck stop, go in our wrestling gear just to get out of our gear at a truck stop. So. Anyway, so they didn't shut their car doors, and it's going to rain in that Lamborghini, so I'm real worried about that. But besides that, I mean, that was cool. We'll talk more about them here coming up. But first match was Hangman Adam Page versus that Max Caster, and I feel the same way about Max Caster as last time I saw him. They said he's been wrestling 6 years. He just seems green to me, and I don't know. I think
very green.
He seems like a guy who needs to work house shows, and get it down night and night. Because he probably came from the Indies working, every weekend, and that's it. So I think he just needs more time.
Yeah, he's way too green to be going 12 minutes. That's for sure.
Yeah. So you're in agreement also, Meg, about the greenness of Max Caster?
I like his. I do like the rap gimmick, and I thought this one was pretty clever. But there were a lot of mistimed things and botches, and slipped off the ropes going for the superplex.
Yes. And just the selling is weird in general. Like it's almost like comical, theatrical. There's another one I feel that way about, but I loved it.
I think his partner's hurt. That's why they got him doing singles right now. But I definitely see why they have him in a tag team.
Well, okay, so that was my question, and I knew you'd have the answer on that. I thought this guy was in a tag team, and they said he's the number 3 contender.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
I did love the finish, that moonsault off and then right back up into a hell of a buckshot lariat.
Yeah, that was hot.
Yeah, I think the finish was the only good part of this match.
Yeah,
I appreciated when they were discussing him rapping, and JR said that's just part of his TV persona.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him saying that about The Undertaker or Godfather on Raw, being like, "Oh, I mean, this guy's not really a pimp. Like he wouldn't talk like that if he wasn't standing in the ring. That's just who he is."
To be fair, he may have had to say that exact sentence at a trial. You don't know.
Look, JR has no idea what's happening anymore. He's just hanging around.
He is like that, like your old grandpa just says whatever he wants.
He's Cowboy Gordon Soley at this point.
Yeah, you just let him say things, and you go, "All right, JR," and then you move on.
I do have another question for the workers of the group. Can I get the official rules on rope breaks? Because at one point, Hangman is in a submission, and he just barely puts one finger on the rope. The ref breaks it. But yet other times, I can have my entire hand gripping the rope, but as long as they pull me away from it, the ref doesn't break the hold.
I had a note on this, and I was going to decide not to talk about it, but since you specifically
asked, as the novice, explain to all of our listeners from a worker standpoint what the hell.
So it's actually pretty simple. Just like our punch is legal and how long can you stay on a tag? It's whatever you plan, man. This shit's fake.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What?
you broke the fourth wall. We can't have Jason knowing.
Oh no!
Just pro wrestling stuff.
We say wrestler
Wrestler
business. That's when we just are making up shit. We go wrestler business. But technically, if you touch the rope, even if you get pulled away, you've already touched the rope. They got to break and rehook it. Technically.
But I mean, what do you need to make the match work? So
yeah.
I had lots of questions that were, so how does this logically work in the real world if we really think about it? That's a lot of my notes for this show.
Stop doing that. Stop logically.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So let me ruin it for you now. If we're in the logical real world and you throw somebody at a wall or at a bar, they're not running back to you.
Or turning around and hitting their back. They just go face first,
What else?
Right? Why do we turn when someone's
Bret Hart's the only one that's been legit with the face first turnbuckle.
Well, also, he who shall not be named. He did it.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Rikishi?
Yes. What?
Yes.
There was this. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. There was a sign at the beginning of the match. It's the worst sign I've ever seen in my life. It just said "Cowboy," more like "Wow boy." And if that person that was holding the sign happens to be listening, you should feel terrible for what you did. That's all.
I don't know. He just got a bigger pop out of us than anything.
Yeah, I did remember seeing that, and the signs all were wrote in the same font.
Well, I think they kept showing the same guy. I think it was the same guy with signs.
Well, listen. Sometimes people really enjoy making a whole bunch of signs and going to shows. I used to do that professionally.
Yeah. That's how we know Jason is he can't. Well, Cash worked with him, but I first know from coming to tri-state shows and holding signs that I suck.
Yeah,
Vance Desmond sucks.
Well, at least he's got good taste.
Yeah, I mean he was dead on.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Yeah, the Platinum Patrol or Pals or whatever they are.
Platinum Pals is my new tag team. Tibbs.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen much of them, but they suck. I don't know about the other dude because he's hurt, I guess. But even on the outside, he just seemed they just seemed green as hell.
Yeah.
And I felt like Adam Page was performing down to Max Caster's level instead of trying to bring him up, which was kind of unfortunate. I thought the match was really shitty. The finish was good, but I thought the match overall was pretty shitty.
I agree.
Especially like you guys were saying, they said that Max Caster is the top third. Yeah, what the fuck? So
when Page was taking him and ramming his head into the top turnbuckle, it looked like he was tuning up the band for a super kick. He was jumping so hard.
Yeah.
I was expecting the Wicked spot where he just keeps hitting the turnbuckle and goes, ha ha ha.
Yeah, as much as he was selling it.
I saw the Wicked thing too.
It was bad.
Next,
we got a Wicked name drop.
Yeah. Next we had Death Triangle comes out.
Oh wait, you skipped over the best part of that whole match. Revenge roster member Andrew Palace drinking beer with him.
Oh yeah. That was cool. I was like, oh, that's Palace.
I wonder how many indie guys were in that crowd.
A lot.
It takes me out of the first match every time when I know that it's the live week because I'm always looking in the front row to see which indie guys that I know that are down there.
Yeah, it was cool seeing Andrew Palace. I love that dude.
There were two other UFC guys that went down with them. I bet they all have matches on Dark the next couple of weeks.
I'd be down for an Andrew Palace match.
Yeah. I think he's different too. He's charismatic. He's different. He's just a good dude. So it'll be.
He's another guy that looks like Jungle Boy. So now there's 17 dudes in the roster that look like Jungle Boy.
I hope Dark match is Jungle Boy versus Andrew Palace versus Griff Garrison.
They do the doink. They do the doink and dink spot where they do the mirror.
Yep.
Anyway, the doinks come out. Death Triangle, and first of all, I love Pac's accents. Awesome. When he was cutting his promo, I was like, oh yeah, this guy's got a super British Cockney accent, heavy.
Hello, governor.
Yeah, governor. So anyway, and then the best friends come out, and they are still pissed about being beat up a year ago. I guess is the story.
Well, they got beat up a couple times, I think, is what the video showed.
Yeah.
They should. This whole thing could have been a 20-second backstage segment.
Yeah.
Usually we did not need them coming out with Tony and then like a whole thing. Like we didn't need 2 entrances. It was a lot. It was pretty unnecessary.
Yeah.
I actually was impressed with the promo.
Well,
and here's why. Before the interruption, they actually got out, hey, you guys are the #1 contenders and you're going to fight for the tag belts. They actually got to the point of why they were standing in the ring before someone else just came out and it went to something else.
Unlike Sting, we'll talk about.
But again, to everybody else's point, they could have just said that backstage, the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, you could have just had, like, those guys all kind of run into each other and just, be like, hey, we have beef with you. And then they're like, well, we're the #1 contenders, so we'll see you guys after that or something. Could have been real quick and real easy.
That's what you said.
My only other note on that whole segment was, is Pac still going as the bastard?
Yes.
Because JR called him a son of a gun. And I thought for the edgy show that is AEW that likes to say shit and bitch and below me, he was like, I'm not calling him a bastard. He's just a son of a gun.
I think that was just an old man JR.
Well,
yeah.
I was going to get to it in the Knicks thing, actually. But did you guys notice that there was like some weird censoring throughout?
I think it was Jericho's mic.
I think what it is they're only allowed a certain amount of saying the word shit, and Jericho actually went over it, so they were trying to bleep shit. It's just he was talking so fast, they couldn't keep up with him.
Oh, and it said it for it.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was like some like TNT was like, hey guys, like we get it, you want to be cool, but maybe dial it back a little bit. We're trying to sell Godzilla versus King Kong tickets.
I don't know. I don't know the exact restrictions, but I know the FCC, like, for whatever it's rated, I think it's TV-14, you get like 2 uses of the word shit, and every time after that you get fined.
That's so ridiculous. You can say shit twice. Past 2, my God, we'll have a riot on our hands.
But if they rate it TVMA, I think they're allowed unlimited shit. Didn't South Park have 147 in one episode or something?
Yeah. Well, some of their talent, they need unlimited shits. Boom, roasted. But anyway, Mike Tyson is now talking to the Urban Meyer, who's the coach of a foosball team.
When they're singing Jericho's song, I'm just going to get this in. Not only do we got a roster member on the show, there was actually a Revenge fan out in the crowd. She flew all the way down to Jacksonville for the show.
Jesus.
She's been at all the Revenge shows, which is super weird, but I think she's down there for WrestleMania weekend. But it was like, wait, so there's somebody that we use as a wrestler and somebody that comes to our shows as a fan, and we're only like 20 minutes into this goddamn show?
You need to get a job as being their NXT.
Yeah.
You already are. So just be like, make it official.
I should just start showing up dressed up. Hey, I'm the guy that you hired for the...
Yeah, sounds like something we do, sure.
I mean, not to get too far off, but I ever tell you how I gave a packet to the WWE? I went to a house show, and I had a packet of like a DVD and resume and a bunch of bullshit. And they had security out back, and like fans were waiting to try to see wrestlers or whatever. I was dressed in like dress clothes because I was going to try to do this. And I walked up to the security guard and said, "Excuse me," and he got out of my way, and I just walked backstage.
That's pretty awesome.
No one said, but because I had a packet and because I just acted like I was like, "Excuse me." He's like, "Oh, go ahead." I was like, "All right."
I did,
but then only person. I went back there and I found a referee, and I was like, "Hey, I'm an indie worker. I got a promo DVD and resume." And he says, "Well, this isn't a TV taping, so there's not many producers or anything like that here." He's like, "I could give it to one of the guys or whatever." And I was like, "Okay." And the only person I could think of was because it was Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair versus Spirit Squad on that. So I was like, well, like Shawn Michaels or somebody, and they're like, okay. And so they're like, the ref's like, okay, cool. He's already on the bus. And I was like, cool, which he probably threw in a trash can as soon as he went around the corner. But that was my just fake it. So that might work.
I actually did a similar thing. So Global Force Wrestling, the Jeff Jarrett thing, he was in town at one of the baseball games just promoting it a couple months ahead of the one they were running in Erie. And I did the same thing. I took professional packet with like 8x10s, DVD demo with matches, promos, all that. I didn't dress up though, but I went right up to it and right up to him and handed it to him, was talking to him for about 10 seconds before I realized he was so hammered, he was not even going to remember what I looked like 10 seconds from now, let alone 3 months from now. But I did end up getting on the show, but it had nothing to do with Jeff Jarrett.
I remember you worked at it. That's why I thought that was leading to. But
Nope, had nothing to do with it.
So, speaking of acting like you belong, the Inner Circle is out, and they're, of course, they're completely huge baby faces now, pretending like, and they just apologize for being heels. Like, yeah, our bad.
You forgot rule number 1. They walked out of the good guy tunnel, so everybody likes them now.
That's true, yeah. So, but they were already kind of faces. But I do like this promo. I thought was excellent by Jericho, and I love the "My Jerk Off Friend." I thought was really good. Like, I didn't like that he called him a mark or whatever to Max and blah blah.
I think it was one of Jericho's best promos in forever. He had so much fucking fire. He stumbled over a couple words, but it didn't even matter because he was so fired up.
I agree.
He
said
had
that one
really
thing
bad
backwards,
dry
but
mouth.
Still,
I only know because I could tell by the way he was like, I've been there a million times during promos. It's hard to like enunciate words. Like I could just tell by the way he was talking that his mouth was really dry and he was struggling to get some of this stuff out.
Well, he's old.
He messed up the Wardlow line of, he said $1 million brain and $1 million brain, a $13
body.
Well, he's really
it didn't matter. It was still good.
He's really smart. He's got a terrible body, and he's really
right.
The jerk off buddy thing was funny, but like that's like they jerk off together. Like I don't like
jerks off with.
My jerk off friend. That means you jerk off with him. All right,
my jackass friend would have been.
Yeah, and that's one of his lines too. Jackass.
That's called a Dutch rudder, by the way.
What the fuck?
And then like,
Google Dutch rudder, Omega. We'll
after
wait.
he had said, "My jerk off buddy" or "my jerk off friend," whatever, he then said something about suck all of his life out. I was like, "What is happening right
now?" This is also sexual.
Imagine how confused JR was.
They should have snuck a blue chew.
I would love if you could like pick an option to watch, like if they had like some sort of subscription thing, and you could watch like there was always a camera on JR's face, and you could just see him reacting to things. Because I bet a lot of it he just looks pissed.
Come on, is this the Bell's palsy jokes? Because that's too far. But anyway, so yeah, good promo. Everyone agreed. Good.
Awesome
Anyone
promo.
dislike it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked. It never dawned on me about the scarves that Jericho was doing, the $1 million scarf gimmick. And then totally being between Ole and Paul Roma. Fantastic.
And then just a little fun fact: at age 25, Jericho was just starting out in WCW. So there you go. I did my.
Are you trying to make us all feel like
I did my
losers?
Google research for this episode.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. That was it. He's like, and that concludes our Cash's research.
That is all I did.
So we got to tell him good job or he's going to feel bad.
Thank you.
Good job, Cash. But Christian Cage is backstage with that Dasha girl. And, of course, he gets interrupted by Taz offering him a job.
Wait, Taz calls him a blue chipper here. Isn't that supposed to be like a young comer?
Yeah, he called him a blue. I was going to say I called him a blue chipper later. I was like, what? Well, I guess the Taz, maybe.
I think they're the same age.
Christian might even be older.
Yeah. Then there's a product placement. I mean, Bear Country versus Jurassic Express. No.
This match was
fucking sloppy.
Yeah, it was really sloppy.
I counted 5 or 6 separate botches for Bear County.
Ugh. Is
So
it county or country?
I don't know.
my note
Country,
is it's
I think
Bear
it's country.
Country. As I am rating,
They are terrible. They should only be a county, not a whole band.
How are they a whole country?
I'm trying to save it.
So as I wrote, I'm literally writing this note. As I'm writing, this is sloppy. The crowd starts chanting, "This
That's
is awesome."
The crowd sucks.
And I was
That's
like,
because
wait, what?
that's because the crowd is people
Yeah.
that wrestle there and get paid
Yeah.
by Tony Khan.
So of course they're going to yell that.
The only thing that could have saved this fight, I honestly thought they were about to have a chicken fight at the end when the Bear Country guy had the other guy on his shoulders, because how Jurassic Express comes out with him on Luchasaurus's shoulders. I thought he was going to get up there and they're going to start slap fighting or something. That might have made it at least laughable on purpose.
Also, why is Luchasaurus's finisher just a standing moonsault? Is that his finish?
No, he does he does like a choke slam where he does a hip toss bump with you, like a full.
Okay,
flip.
but then he won this one with just a moonsault, which I was like,
Well, I'm sure there's probably a different. No, is that? I know Jungle Boy botched the 720 DDT because the dude was out of place.
Yeah, he did.
One thing, like
Jungle Boy strikes me as a guy that, like, if one thing goes wrong, he starts overthinking, and then he can't hit another thing clean the whole rest of the match. Like when they messed up that cross-body powerbomb combo thing and he fell off.
Yeah.
He was just off for the whole rest of the
Commentary
match.
at least tried to cover that one by saying that they were so strong that it made Luchasaurus bounce right off of him.
Yeah. I assume I'm supposed to be actually take the crossbody and he lands sitting on him.
No, with little guys, he catches the dude in a crossbody and does like a world's strongest slam and a powerbomb at the same time. But what the fuck is he grabbing a fucking 6'8" dude in the crossbody spot?
Yeah, that's
He should have had Luchasaurus up for the powerbomb because the bigger guy can control it when it's just one, and then little ass Jungle Boy you could catch.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole match was just a botch fest. And like these are like I don't want to say I guess I do. I'll just say it. Bear Country shouldn't have jobs there. I don't know why they do. There's a lot better workers who don't have jobs.
Off of this match, I agree with you, and I'm just going on other people's word here, but I guess they've had a bunch of really solid matches on Dark. But again, that's not live TV with a crowd and pressure and stuff. Though.
Yeah, I've watched a few of their matches on Dark, and that's why I was watching this, and I was like, man, this, like, they are not, like, they showed up, like Draven said, maybe it was nerves, I don't know.
Well, Luchasaurus is Botchasaurus. I mean, that dude botches.
I don't know. I really don't think. I mean, I know he does a little bit, but.
Well, I watched his match. I watched whatever it was on Dark or Elevation or whatever, when the choke stand spot where it's on Botchamania this week too, where he just like they both reach each other and stop, and then it's just
they forgot they were live.
Yeah, it was, and then they just act like they're circling again.
Let's just edit this out. We'll do it again.
I think he gets thrown in with a lot of green dudes though. Like, I feel like he's pretty solid.
True.
I don't know, maybe not. One thing
about
this, and it's not anything like a knock on AEW. It's more TNT, but like if this whole thing was Godzilla,
you gotta your feud with TNT will not end.
If the whole thing is Godzilla versus Kong is what this match is like the advertisement for, shouldn't that have been the only commercial? Why did we get a whole goddamn commercial break? Like Godzilla versus Kong should have sponsored this match, and it should have been like this match tied in with that.
Do you want the real answer?
I mean, not really.
All right.
I'd rather just remain mad about this stupid, insignificant thing.
No, commercials.
I said I wanted it.
Commercials are companies that pay you money to put their ad on.
Doesn't sound real.
Godzilla vs. Kong is their own movie that's on their thing that nobody's paying them anything to promote. They're just taking time and promoting it.
Oh, that's right, because TNT owns HBO, right?
It's all Warner. Warner owns all of it.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I totally stopped listening when you.
So it's like advertising. Just told me not to do it.
Well, the match did its job because I watched Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong, whatever it was,
match
tonight.
Was there as many botches as the match?
There were some wrestling moves though involved. There was definitely a nice flying elbow to the back of a head. There was a drop kick thrown.
Well, all right.
So there might have been less botches.
The movie had a nuclear-powered axe, so that's true. Anything in this match.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If they could have just cut out anything that had to do with real people and just kept it like an hour and a half of two monsters fighting each other, it would have been fine.
I bet Tony.
That's my
Tony.
Is that the
Tony Khan's probably buy a radioactive axe or a nuclear-powered axe.
He could probably afford Axe and Smash.
Yeah, I was about to make an axe joke too. Next, speaking of jobbers, we have QT Marshall running down Cody Rhodes, and I do like his group of dudes. Like when he put them over and explained who they are, I was like, oh, okay, I have no idea who these are, so this is useful for me.
They did, there's so many of those Nightmare Family Factory people. They did keep it to like the essential good ones with this group, at least.
I like that Anthony, the British guy or whatever. I'm like, this guy seems like he's gonna be badass. Yeah. Like the clips they showed of him and stuff.
So,
I was impressed.
A couple things. So. I might have been wrong about QT Marshall this whole time. I might like QT Marshall. It might have.
Hey, podcast is over, guys.
It might have been the tracksuit the entire time that I hated. I thought this was fucking great. And
I thought it was really good.
I also lied earlier. That was not the only Google research I did. I also Googled Anthony Ogogo.
Hey-o, it's a callback.
Here's some fun stuff. He is legally blind. He's legally blind.
British.
Same.
Oh, God. And he punches.
He was a
lot.
That's why he can't box anymore. He legally can't get licensed.
He did. He had 2 surgeries on his left eye, and he thought that would get him back into boxing, but since it still wasn't happening, he retired at the age of 30 and got into pro wrestling.
I hated that. I hate that the way that sounds. It's like
every football player
real
that
fights.
Became a wrestler, and they're always talking about, he suffered a career-ending injury, and now he's a pro wrestler because that's fine. Yeah. It doesn't take a toll on your body.
I see that a little different, though. Like, so if he makes it to the top of the food chain in boxing, like Floyd Mayweather, he's making $40 million a fight. Name one wrestler that's ever made $40 million in their whole career.
Yeah, this guy wasn't that big, was he? Was he like?
No, I'm just saying if he makes it.
Right, but also at the same time,
same with football. The ceiling in real sports is way higher than wrestling's money ceiling.
Well, right, but that has nothing to do with what we're saying. Like we're saying, so
saying they're too beat up to do a real sport, so they do this.
Yeah,
basically.
like it just kind of. I've always thought of that as like kind of a slap in the face of wrestling.
The perception, not necessarily what it really means.
Yes, the perception. Yeah. Then we
get. When are we starting the
podcast? We get it's Sting.
Well, wait a second. Why didn't Cody change the locks?
Because QT Marshall does all the work.
It's QT. Cody just slapped his name on it. He had been running it before AEW.
Did you not listen to a word QT Marshall said, Jason?
The whole time I kept thinking the guy standing behind him should be on like a step, so his chin's not being blocked by QT Marshall. They should have made him a little taller.
He may have also hit the logo.
Yeah,
with
that was
a little higher in the
Exactly.
And that was a pre-tape because they not just cleaned it up
blind
again.
He should be way better at this.
So then we get Sting, and then Sting doesn't. We don't get Sting. We get Jake Roberts talking about gerbils, and and the Murder Hawk Monster, and
I disagree.
Wow,
I think I'm with Cash.
I liked it a lot because
let's hear it.
They set it up with the past couple weeks, and then they pulled the trigger on doing something, and it was unexpected. Like, I kind of loved that it was basically Sting being like, all right, shut the fuck up, either prove yourself or don't. Like, and then telling Jake to, like, you know, help him find what he needs to find. Like, I just thought it was, like, a really good way to, like, turn the whole story into something else.
I saw it pretty similar. Like, how many times have you ever seen when a guy comes out to interrupt somebody that the dude's like, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Like, I didn't see that coming. It was a nice little switch up.
I think I was just tired of the Sting interrupting segment. And that once I saw that, I was kind of
paid off, though.
You know, didn't really care anymore. Yeah, I finally paid off, but I was already done with it by the time it paid off, I guess.
What's weird to me, if we're going by the whole which entrance do you come out, so I guess Lance Archer and Jake are baby faces.
Look, you've got to give up on the entrance thing. It's not. It's
You drop the. He'll
All right,
drop
well,
the
this isn't
when you
gonna
drop
happen
the TNA feud or TNT feud.
My takeaway from the whole thing, I did agree. I like that it was different than where we all just assumed it was going to go to. But I just wish I had one thing in my life that I was as excited about as Tony is about talking with Sting. Like,
I thought you were
how
gonna
long have you known this man?
Jake is
Why is this so exciting?
What was that, Abega?
I said I thought he was going to say he was happy to see how Jake was excited.
I enjoyed
gerbils.
that.
No, Jake being really awkward and hanging over the Murderhawk's shoulder and putting his arm around him.
I like
was
to
weird.
imagine Jake Roberts now, like on like a beach, like at like a bar that's like the little, like the tiki bars, and he's like got like a Hawaiian shirt on, unbuttoned, and he's just talking to all the ladies. Like, I just want to see old retired Jake Roberts just hanging around being sleazy.
Here's a fun story. So, do you guys know who Shane Taylor is from Ring of Honor?
Yes.
Yep.
Jake the Snake was booked on a show against him in Cleveland back in his super drunk, terrible decision
I know this
days.
story.
And he got on the mic and called him the N-word. And then pulled his penis out.
Yep, in the cop show. That's just like every good Jake match. Did they send out J-Rock to try to get Jake out of the ring?
Yeah. It was a fucking mess.
Yeah, and he was like helicoptering his penis in the ring. Like,
knowing Jake, like, I respect the fact that he actually held it together because I know how offended he gets at that kind of stuff. Man.
Shane.
Well,
who does?
Shane.
Man, it's fucking Jake Roberts. I have a story about Jake. I won't get into it because it's kind of long, but it was I like his penis.
Like his penis?
Man, like the
wait, what?
I mean, we could see it on the camera, so
Jake is just kind of a piece of shit. Like, even in his post, like, I'm better now.
Yeah, he's not on drugs, but he's still not a good person. But then we get our Team Taz weekly bickering.
Yeah.
That's it.
They got to throw 17 seconds in contractually. I think it's in the
yeah.
The only thing about this that was kind of like good was that they went ahead and used what had happened earlier in the night with Christian, where Taz was like, hey, I'm talking to, as Draven said, the blue chipper. And so I was like, well, at least they but they could have started next week's Dynamite with like a quick little like Taz talking to people. They didn't. This is just another waste of like 20 seconds.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep.
All right. Then we get the TNT title match, JD Drake, versus Darby Allin, which I don't know why. Like, why wouldn't you like try to use one of your dudes you're trying to really get over? I don't know if are they really pushing JD Drake? Like, they give him this first match, this title match.
This question should answer your question. Why are they giving a guy that has a record of 2 wins and 3 losses a title shot?
Right. I don't,
because there was an open challenge and he answered first. I guess.
I tweeted first. So first of all, I don't have a Twitter, but
and now listen, I like JD Drake. Thank you.
I do too. He's okay, I guess.
What is Jason? What is your opinion of them switching up his look and making him wear a singlet?
All I know is he's the blue collar badass, and he looks just like the PTAC guy that I had come to the house last week to fix my PTAC. So if you're living your gimmick, looking like Larry the Cable Guy meets C.W. Anderson, you're on point, dude. Like, you're doing it up. I appreciate
Jason
that.
No Soul Draven's
I like his work. I think.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking that. Like,
weird. No, that's the only time I've seen this guy, so I don't know anything about changing anything.
Justin Trump.
I am sorry that this is the first time I've seen him, and I have missed out on that gloriousness.
But did they switch, or did he just decide he likes?
I'm pretty sure they've been on a kick of guys that don't have the best bodies trying to hide it lately. They put Chuck Taylor and Joey Janela in singlets. They put this dude in a singlet. I think it's like maybe not coming from Tony Khan, but the agents or whatever.
Joe Janelle on the ground. Wait, did the mic pick that up?
Yeah, like I don't know. The only reason I think they gave the spot to JD Drake is his work on Dark's been really good. Like he always has pretty decent matches, so I think they probably just like decided give him a TV match.
Big guy, little guy.
Whatever agent had this match really did a disservice to Drake because they were going around making him do shit that didn't really suit him, like firing in, firing out, trying to take a drop kick thing. Like that's not really his deal.
I love the throw against the ropes and kill him in midair.
Draven, were you talking about the drop kick at the beginning where like he feeds out, he powders out, and
Yep.
And Darby missed the drop kick by like 100 miles, but fucking the dive he did after that made up for it, I thought, because he went full speed, hit JD Drake as hard as he possibly could.
That's that bottom between the bottom and middle suicide that I was talking about.
He put his whole fucking body into that one.
Darby hits the floor so hard. He's got his head on the floor every week on Dynamite, hard as hell.
I like the match was all right. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I wish
it was okay.
I wish Darby wasn't like. I mean, this is post match, but I really wish Darby wasn't involved in the Matt Hardy and Dark Order stuff. Like, there's just so much shit going on with it, and I feel like Darby could be doing other things. But I guess it's good that he's getting to work with Matt Hardy. Like, do you guys think that's like a good rub for him? Like,
I think that they'll definitely play off the Jeff Hardy, and he's like his brother, and they're going to really push him because they mention it all the time. They really want him to be their Jeff Hardy. So I think they're just putting him with Matt to get even more attention on he's our Jeff Hardy.
This is a good question for Jason, because do we think too much like wrestlers? Like you just posed the question, is that good for him putting him in there with Matt? Will it give him a rub? Is that how fans that aren't like wrestlers view it too?
At this point, though, I don't know that that's how to be viewed. A couple years ago, maybe, but Matt hasn't really shown that much. Like, he is literally broken. Like, he isn't moving the way he was before. Darby's already got a belt on his shoulder and has Sting in his corner. So he's already getting the rub from Sting, so I don't know what...
Well, do you believe in that process in general? The process of getting a rub?
Of having a younger guy work against an established star. Yeah. I don't know that in this case it's going to make much difference because again he's been buddied up with Sting for months now, so
true.
It's not really going to elevate him to be he beat Matt Hardy now.
Plus, coming at it from a kayfabe sense too, Matt Hardy's coming off a gigantic loss to Hangman where he totally got blown out.
And I feel like at this point, as far as AEW is concerned, Darby Allin's a much bigger star.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Hardy's a glorified manager, if not just completely a manager at this point. So, but the idea of having a younger person work with a known name, I think that usually does work.
I think the street fight thing they're going to do next week, whatever they do with it, whether they have like just the entire Hardy family of Doom get involved or not, that's what we're calling it. I think it'll be good. Right. I just think they could be doing other things with Darby. Like they already have all of the Dark Order involved with Hardy's thing. Why is Darby involved?
Thinking of just you saying that made me think. So Matt Hardy's entire group, out of all of the members of it, Matt Hardy is the one I'd like to see fight Darby the least. And that includes the Bunny. I'd rather either a private party or the Bunny.
I'd agree.
Well, speaking of, we get the post-match Hardy family try to beat up Darby, and Sting comes out, blah, 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 Dark Order. They kind of leave that.
I thought they were, but they did not.
They leave that right to the match? No, they don't. They did not, because then they talked about the main event being Kenny and the Good Brothers versus John Moxley and the Young Bucks. Then we get Jericho about to speak to Marvez, but then gets attacked, and Marvez no-sold. Jericho got killed by that blow, but Marvez was like, just kind of brushed it off.
Well, he doesn't have a chin, so does he have to sell?
He has no idea what that would be like.
Right. And then they have
The
whatever.
Inner Circle.
What's Jericho's group called again? Inner Circle. Yeah, locked in a room, so they're beating the crap out of him. Then Mike Tyson, just for no reason, decides he likes
I have
Jericho
a couple
now.
questions about this. Did they use Sting's bat to break the door down?
No,
was it? All I could see was like the
stool,
long black. I thought it was Sting's bat. I was like, did they just have that laying? Like they just needed something real quick.
Sting bat.
Jericho carries a bat to the ring too, so it may have.
Jericho does do that.
As he's Floyd. Yeah.
Yeah, Jericho needs to be in trouble
when
for
he's
gimmick
the
infringement or whatever he was
Painmaker.
yelling about earlier.
And then my other question, and this is a legit question,
Yeah.
and Draven might be able to answer it. Was Tyson there for a reason other than what happened? But yeah, like had they said like he's here to do this, he's here to promote this, he's here to whatever, or was it just hey, Mike Tyson's here?
In August, they had him present the TNT championship to the winner, so he had a reason to be there then. But literally, there was no reason this time. It was just, hey, Mike Tyson's
I just wondered
because we'll find out why.
And he was feuding with Jericho, right? Like they got in a fight last time, and now he's his friend.
Correct.
I guess he accepted that apology. Or sorry for being a heel.
Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think the sentence that Wardlow worked an angle with Mike
called
Tyson.
that. So
wow.
Yeah, you called that in our group chat.
Right.
Wow.
Just put some money on it. So do you think that Tyson is going to just be the corner man at War Games to counteract Tully, or do you think they'll go full on 6-on-6?
Yeah, my guess is corner man.
Put him in the
I think he'll be corner man.
I unofficially I gave this segment a rating of 5,000 just because there was a chance that Mike Tyson possibly stiffed Sean Spears.
I thought I have it in my notes. Hopefully Mike Tyson stiffed Sean Spears.
And my note says in this week's segment entitled F. Sean Spears, and I did tell you guys, no matter what Tyson was doing, he would come out and rip a shirt off. So
I'm starting to think maybe Tony Khan listens to this and he's like, you know what? Those guys have a point. I'm putting Spears in there.
I had two thoughts while Tyson was going after Spears. One was, this is badass. Like, I hope he actually stiffs Spears. The other one was like, man, I hate that Spears is getting to do something cool with Mike Tyson. Like, I wish it would have been cool if it was Wardlow.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I thought that. I was like, man, he doesn't deserve to get to be working Mike. And then after he got beat up, I kept looking for him to see if he was bloody or anything, and they didn't even show him again. I was like, damn,
the
I don't know
potential
if
was there though, so I had to give it the unofficial 5,000 rating, which is my highest rating.
That's going to throw off your average.
That's why it's unofficial. It's a lights out.
Yeah, a little
rating.
bit.
Oh, there you go. Which brings us into the next promo.
Britt Baker.
Britt Baker.
Tim was paying attention.
Britt Baker is talking about how it doesn't matter if you win or lose.
I love this actually. Like, not love it. Like, it was fine promo, but I like that she took the win-loss thing and was like, it's a dumb system. Like, basically going back to why would Max Caster's shitty wins mean anything when I'm out here drawing TV ratings?
Which makes sense. However, last week's promo against Thunder Rosa was, big deal, you beat me, and so you get that win. But guess what? It doesn't count in the rankings. And then this week, it's who cares about the rankings? Like your promo
last week also built up a match for Thunder Rosa on Dark that didn't happen when Britt Baker was the one that actually worked Dark. So
okay, weird. So next we get the Bunny versus Ty Conti, and Ty Conti does something for me.
I was going
every week
the same thing.
God, me and you, Megan, we know we have.
I'm more into the Bunny.
We have a text thread that.
Off the podcast though.
I got you. As far as I was going,
right.
But I mean the Bunny, she's fine. I like her character. She actually does some character work, and I actually did. I thought this was a better women's match than a lot of the women's.
I saw a couple of people comment on this that it's why would they put somebody that's just a manager in the ring, and it's like The
But
bunny's
she
been a
was.
worker for like 20 years.
I really like this. I like
Right.
both
Yeah.
of these girls. Like I like that the bunny is just different. Like she moves kind of weird. Her facial expressions are really good. Like she's not, like the best worker in the world, but I think she's good, but she's also just different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this match a lot. At one point, Ty definitely dumped the bunny right on her head with like a weird, awkward exploder deal.
Yes, she did. Also, Ty sells like me when I'm overselling. Like arms to my side and then like fall to sit on my butt and then sit over.
Oh, you sell for other people. I've never seen it personally.
No idea what you're talking
No,
about.
not personally. No.
That's why I always had to punch you.
What
for
is
real.
You must be.
If you would have just sold.
Yeah, why would you stop that? Like, watch me take the reverse Rana and then watch Ty Conti sell on the floor. She sells like my reverse Rana.
Oh, so she sells like after party Tim.
Yes, like after party Tim.
I enjoyed the match. Here's my big note. I am jealous of -1. I mean, my dad's dead. Can I get in on this feud and get some hugs and stuff?
Oof.
There you go. You guys wondered when it was going to come up.
It being okay.
You may have wanted. Yeah, you may have wanted to preface the context of that one.
So moving on to
what?
What? I missed this.
Then a bunch of girls say bitch a lot. Yeah.
Red Velvet and Jade or something?
Oh,
yeah,
I
keep saying
skipped
they're
through
a bitch and you're a bitch
Right.
and I'm a bitch.
I
Everybody's
finally
a bitch.
figured out why you want me, because I'm that
when
bitch.
they
No,
said it was
I
just
am.
like
What?
It was
Yeah.
like, what's happened? I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I've already seen that. So, yeah, I fast-forwarded through that. No offense to them. I just didn't need to see it again.
I think that actually, did they advertise those two are working each other on the next week's show? I think.
Yeah, they did. And they also advertised, that was when they advertised Darby and Matt Hardy. And was there something else?
Death Triangle for the tag belts.
Jericho and Dax Hardwood.
Oh, and
the weirdest pair, like just such
Dax
a
Hardwood
weird
and,
random pairing.
Yeah, versus Jericho.
I bet
I
it
have a
will
feeling
be.
that's going to be surprisingly good. I hope I'm not wrong.
I think it
Jericho's
probably will
line
be, yeah.
about them
I mean,
was
they're
really good too.
both
The,
really good workers.
How
so.
he doesn't know which one's which. He just.
But then he was standing by the tag team they have. I don't know which one of them is which. So.
Jericho could say that about Dax and
yeah,
Dax because they're white. So.
Oh.
But Jericho's Canadian,
well,
so
you got
can
a
he
point
say
there.
that about hillbillies?
We're going to have to revisit this one after I've done some research.
So next we have the main event, which is Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Mox and the Young Bucks. And I mean, I thought the Young Bucks' acting was too overdramatic in Japanese wrestling.
Like they're not good actors.
Yeah, I like the story. I just didn't like how they delivered it.
Do you think that they're rushing the story? Like, couldn't have just been
I think
that.
it's the opposite.
I mean, we knew where it was going. I think that they were all going to end up on the same side, but could we not have just had the Moxley tags in, he ends up hitting it, he gets the pin, and then the Young Bucks would just kind of stand there looking like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done this, and then we get another week, and then next week there's a turn?
Well, no, because they've already done this exact will they or won't they angle.
Yeah.
And they turned before, and then they just ignored it for a couple months and came back to it.
I think what should have happened was they didn't need to do all of the Matt being hesitant, whatever. They should have just wrestled. Like they talked about how they worked each other, which Tony was trying to say that was for a title though. But they just wrestle each other. Like, why can't you wrestle them? You can DDT them and pile drive them, but you can't super kick them. So what I thought they should have done was,
it's not their finish. I mean, like
maybe be hesitant about the what's the double V trigger they do called. Okay, so like maybe be hesitant about that and do the same thing they did with Moxley there. Like from that point forward, I didn't think all of the other shit was needed.
See, I get the reluctant thing. They're trying to add more depth to the story or whatever, but I really think if it was more of a straight up heel turn, these guys are full on heels now. We're assholes.
Yeah.
We're the big heel asshole.
Yeah, like even that would have been
much
better. Like
received.
you can't.
Yeah, I agree.
Your whole story can't be I don't want to hurt Kenny. DDT pile driver. Like you just did 2 moves that could cripple him.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus,
and
we've already seen this exact story last year when it was Young Bucks
they did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So this is the third time they were sharing this story.
So, do you think that Nick Jackson is an even worse actor than Matt Jackson, and that's why the whole thing was whether or not Matt was weak anymore or not, and Nick was just kind of standing around the whole time? Like, I mean, I guess if he wants to be on his side, I'll be on his side. If he wants to be on this guy's side, I'll be on this guy's side. And no one bothered talking to Nick about anything.
My theory
Nick definitely just was following his brother.
My theory is that they're brothers, so they like the same dude, but they like different parts of him. They're both big Shawn Michaels fans. Matt likes the melodramatic acting, like the "I'm sorry, I love you" stuff from Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that's a
Nick
pretty good call.
Thoughts of what's to wrestle
that's 100% accurate, I think. I also think Nick's just a chill dude. He's just like,
that moment.
Whatever, guys. Like, whatever you're doing, I'm going to be doing it too. He's just so awkward.
I don't like Gallows.
I do have a question for Graven,
like
and I don't have an argument either way for it. I actually am just interested in what you have to say. Do you love me?
Do you love
me? Do you think AEW has done enough to inform fans, like just casual fans, about the backstory with Kenny and the Bucks and all that? Like, because if you don't know about the New Japan stuff or the being the elite, do you think they've done enough to really explain just how much depth there is to this? Okay. As I was watching it, I was like, if I didn't know all of this, would I have any clue what the fuck was happening?
Right. Most people that watch AEW, I would assume a majority of them have a working knowledge of at least what's going on in the rest of the business, but they're trying to reach out and get more people to view the show, and I don't think that's the right way to do it. Go super insider with this hyper-targeted story that you need to know like 17 years of backstory to be totally filled in.
I mean, what's wrong with that? That's where the fanfic comes from.
How many regular marks really watch AEW? Have you ever met anyone? It's like, oh, I discovered this new wrestling called AEW. It's got these guys I haven't seen before.
Well, I think I might have said this in our text chain, but there are no more casual fans left. It's all wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really not. I mean,
it's all of us just people that grew up loving it and love it, and they're not really getting new people to watch wrestling anymore.
I mean, some of our kids, I mean, like me and Jason's kids are getting into it, but they're
not growing the numbers like the new people that watch. Like their kids are just kind of taking over for the older people that age out or die or whatever.
Well, Jason,
we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
We got to impregnate as many wrestling fans as we can.
Oh God.
It's our duty to bring a crowd. It's the only way we're going to get these ratings.
That's how they used to get the houses up in Memphis.
Yeah, so it worked for Memphis. It'll work for us.
That's the old Rock and Roll Express.
So one thing I was thinking during this match was how insane it is how badly WWE fucked up Moxley.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Man, his presence is amazing. His entrance, just his presence. I'm like, this guy's a fucking star.
I feel like he comes off like a hybrid between like a Roddy Piper and Stone Cold, and they're trying to force him into this goofy ass fucking comedy guy.
Because I like Moxley when he got signed. I'd worked with him on this. Tim was talking about the show where like he didn't know who Ted DiBiase Jr. was or whatever. So, like, I've met the guy. I thought he was a really good worker. By the time WWE was done with him, I was like, man, that dude sucks. I was like, that dude just, like, when AEW signed him, I was like, yeah, have fun with that guy. So, like, it's insane how bad.
WWE killed everybody's passion. I really feel
OVW killed mine. I hated wrestling whenever I left OVW. Hated it. I was done. I remember laying in the ring trying to think what we were doing for dinner while someone was going up for a frog splash because I just wasn't seriously. I wasn't even thinking about wrestling
when Moxley
anymore.
came
You
in,
just had to
like
get
when they
through
wouldn't
it.
pull
So, I get
the elite,
But-
being the elite or BTE thing, and he like grabs him and fucking paradigm shift, and then gets in Nick's face, and then goes back and grabs him for like everything Moxley was doing. I was like, God damn, like this just that dude feels real.
The aura of legitimacy that was just
Yeah,
not there
yeah.
in WWE because nobody has legitimacy in WWE.
So I think that's the show, right?
So
That's it.
on the back end of this, looking to the future, so with the Young Bucks turning, does that make the Death Triangle faces for next week? But yet they're going to be heels versus best friends whenever that happens.
That's weird.
I was
yeah.
going to say,
don't know.
Draven, please take note.
They're just,
What,
Who comes out of what tunnel?
right.
The
Because AEW, one of the things that Cody talked about when they first started was how they weren't going to do the gray area. We were going to make sure, right, that...
See, I thought it was the opposite, that they're like,
Oh, okay, well, then
heels and
maybe I'm wrong.
faces
And in that case, they're doing things perfect.
I just wish they had one fucking entranceway. I hate the separate tunnels. I've always hated that. I hate it when TNA did it.
Well, a third tunnel for Cody, only Cody.
And then my other question is this leading to this newly reformed Bullet Club, whatever they're going to call the five of them, against a new faction called the Death Trapezoid with Moxley and Eddie
You're done. I'm
with the Death
cutting you off.
Triangle? Is that
I
what's
thought that
happening?
was a Shield reference. I was trying to figure out how. So it took me a minute. That was a thinker. That right there, that was a thinker.
There you go.
That's the opposite of a thinker. If you wasted any time thinking about that.
Oh, but anyway, so yeah, that's the end. They did say Bullet Club though, so I don't know if they're going to actually call them the Bullet Club because they said the Tennessee Vine said the Bullet Club is back together at the end.
I think they're allowed to reference the name, but I think they're going to be a little hesitant to actually call that group the
They
Bull.
probably can't
It'll be the
merchandise
Bull
stuff
Elite,
either like
Bull
that.
Elite
So.
Club. Probably. Well, Jason,
I
like,
think
is
they're
the Bullet
calling the
Club even
Elite,
still
right?
around in New
Because
Japan?
they called them that too.
Okay.
They are. Tama Tonga is not happy at all about the way AEW
The only
is
thing I really know about
portraying
that dude
they are
is he's
there.
never happy about anything.
No.
I don't know if I've ever seen
no,
him work.
he's not.
I've only seen all of his, like, where he gets mad about things on Twitter, and I've seen him retweet it a lot. So that's just my observation about it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that legit?
I mean, he is Haku's son.
Well,
so.
allow me to go ahead and say that's my favorite wrestler ever. So.
Yeah. Him right.
Call.
Yeah, him and his brother are the Gorillas of Destiny.
I have only the best
Yeah,
things
both
to
of
say
them are
about
Haku's
them.
sons. Yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Beautiful children, beautiful.
But like Kenta is still Bullet Club. Jay White, Chase Owens, I believe, still is. There's a lot more of them foreigners in the group now, I think, than there are.
Did Evil join Bullet Club, or was that a separate thing?
Who?
Evil.
Yeah, he did. He turned on LIJ to join them too. So there's plenty of them.
So you'll know this.
Talk about stuff I
Jason
know.
has the Bullet Club become like NWO, where it was Stevie Ray and Vincent.
Yes. In my personal opinion, yes. Is it watered down to
All right.
Hey, maybe you guys have done what you can do? Yeah.
I think that happened the moment they let Chase Owens in the group.
Yeah, but he's right.
Pow,
I mean,
pow,
he's-
pow, shooting, pow, pow. Yeah, he's not wrong.
But we
All
gotta
right.
give a
Well,
rating.
with that Chase Owens shoot, that's how we'll end it. Oh, we do. Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Mine's the lowest I've ever
Holy
given. I got a 25 for this show.
Wow.
I didn't like nothing got none of the matches were anything good. Like the women's match was the best match on the show. I did not like Darby versus Drake. None of the promo.
Man, you're talking my rating down.
The Inner Circle and Pinnacle stuff I liked, but it wasn't enough to override
Yeah.
the bad match.
I'm looking back at the notes, and
I'll go next.
Many good matches. Okay.
So, using the every rating every segment or whatever, and then do an average. Mine is a 49. Yes,
it's got to be close. It's got to be close to 5,000, right?
But if I was just going off of enjoyment,
wow.
I my rating for this one would be like a 75. I don't know what, I don't know if I just needed to watch this after a week of work. I just really enjoyed the show. I watched it right before we did the podcast, and I liked it.
Godzilla and Kong references and bad Bear County matches.
That was the lowest part of the show for me. You know what? You're not wrong.
TNT production errors. There wasn't as many.
Yeah, the Jurassic Express match and the Max Caster. Those were the two lowest points for me. Everything else, I liked.
Well, your guys'
so right between us,
extreme. Mine's going to seem boring as hell. Mine's 32. So, yeah, I'm a little closer to Draven, definitely.
Wow.
But I had about a 37, and Draven talked me down about 5 points when he was describing the show.
Oh, so I forgot my gimmick. There were 12 promos and 5 matches on the show.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm still blown away every time. 12 and 5. Wow. So, Jason, what's your rating?
I gave it a 30. I agree completely with what Omega said. The women's match I thought was the high point of the entire thing as far as wrestling went. The Inner Circle, the Jericho promo pretty much is what gave it its rating.
Same here.
Because the other promos still, I mean, the QT promo, at least it did its point to get over, hey, who are these dudes? So at least we know something about them moving forward. But yeah, it was not good.
Wow, Cash, you're the standalone. You're about what? 40 points
based on the average.
What was your rating again? It was
segment. It was a 49. But then if I was rating it the way I used to, where I was just like, hey, what am I feeling? I really liked it or I really didn't like it. So I would have given it a 75. He did say that.
Yeah, to quote JR, that was bowling shoe ugly.
Yeah, I like that he also knew that.
Yeah, when Bear County started watching everything.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I fucking loved this is the weirdest thing I've ever said in my life. I fucking love the QT Marshall segment. I mean,
I thought it was pretty good too, but I don't know. It didn't hit me like that.
It hit me harder too because I was like, okay.
I was like, the first time I can take this guy seriously.
Garbage. I was like, oh,
it's the first time I've ever been like, oh yeah, I can take him serious as a worker.
I do think that they specifically structured this show, as far as they do the 2-week taping schedule, to have the lesser stuff because they knew they were going against an NXT pay-per-view. They're like, this is the last week. Let's put the good shit on next week when we're by ourselves.
That's pretty smart because I did see the NXT pay-per-view beat AEW in all the main demographics.
Well, but it didn't beat them in any demographics. It just beat them in total viewers.
I thought it said 5 demographics on the news thing I saw.
I did see that AEW was 5th amongst all cable shows for the evening. So, I mean, that's still good rating.
Yeah.
Well, that's the demo. They had the 5th best number for 18 to 39.
Oh, that's probably where I got the 5 from when I was reading that story then.
But NXT,
AEW top 5.
Even though NXT had higher viewership, they were like in the hundreds as far as top of the demographics.
They were talking about the AEW rating on one of the MMA shows on the radio today, because they had some MMA thing come on after it, and they were hoping it would be a good lead-in with the same demographic, but it dropped from them being in 5th to that show ranking 88th. So it did not do what they wanted it to do.
So it still beat NXT in the demo,
NXT,
though.
real quick. If you guys haven't watched Walter and Ciampa, do that.
I haven't.
I haven't watched it.
I hear O'Reilly and Colt was good too. I haven't watched it either.
I totally that much. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but they do a lot of spots with a chain. And it just totally took me out that it's clearly a plastic chain and not a real one.
That's it.
Yeah, I think Ciampa and Walter Night 2 are in my top 3 favorite matches. Probably 3 to 5.
Oh my god!
Top 3 favorite.
I loved
matches?
everything about it.
Jesus.
Oh my god!
I thought it was very, very good, but I wouldn't put it that high.
I'm an emotional
This is the same guy that just gave this show a 75 based
I ride
on
the
fun.
waves.
So
without telling who went over or anything like that, the ladder match that opened night 2 of NXT is probably one of the worst ladder matches.
I thought I was just like this. I thought it was,
it was
me being too
hard.
Was
as bad as the AEW one?
The AEW one was boring.
The donut pillow?
The AEW one was more boring just because it was 5 guys and they were taking turns laying around doing spots.
Yeah, it was.
I think quality-wise, the NXT one was actually worse.
Wow.
Not at all.
Neither one of those guys are really suited for a ladder match.
That's why they had to have Shawn Michaels hand them the ladder at the show before it.
Like I get it, it's cutesy. They're trying. The first ladder match we ever did had the 2-belt gimmick because Razor and Shawn both had the IC belt. I get it, but it was the wrong 2 guys to force it on.
All right, well, boys, till next week.
Wait, Jason. Jason, we need some of that fanfic.
So what I really think is going to happen is not the death trapezoid. I think that Moxley's going to go back on that whole. I knew I couldn't trust them, but I put my faith in the Bucks. But so instead, I'm going to go with people that I know actually hate Omega, and then he's going to bring in the Bullet Club, and that's who he's going to really end up partnering with, not with the Death Triangle.
I like it, but I put the odds of it happening at negative 672.
Never can tell. Again, we got to get all these companies working together if they're ever going to take down New York.
Well, he did.
Omega, you'll appreciate it. So you're saying there's a chance?
He did feud with one of the Bullet Club and beat the shit out of him.
Didn't he?
New Japan belt,
didn't he just
Moxley did?
have to fight Jay White or something? Oh.
No, it was Kenta.
Him and Kenta. Yeah, I just say him and Kenta.
My favorite wrestlers
he could get the Gorillas of Destiny. Yep. the GOD, as they say.
I think it was trapped cash here. Hold on, I got a trap.
What was that?
So the Gorillas of Destiny are your 2 favorite wrestlers?
Oh, he's above. He's above
Ming
rankings.
Rank,
when you reach the status he's reached, you can't rank him.
Well,
it's just not. It doesn't work.
This is all because he snatched an eyeball out of a guy's head, right?
Yeah,
right.
I mean it's for all those reasons and so many more.
Yeah.
Were either you 2 on the ASW show that had Haku?
I
wasn't on that.
That happened.
So I'm curious.
I don't remember. I don't remember it. I think I would have remembered if I was.
I only know about it because I think I made the flyer for it, but it was like him versus Shane Douglas on one of the ASW shows.
To anyone listening, I can't give you better advice than to go watch all the old Nitros with the Faces of Fear. When Ming and Barbarian would just fuck people up.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, their tag finisher was one dude backdrops a guy into the other guy power bombing him. How fucking sweet is that?
So let's do a podcast about Ming.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And on next week's episode of Ming,
Yeah.
Man or Myth.
The
Man
Ming
or Myth.
Dynasty.
All right.
Oh, why aren't they called
I'm
that? The Ming
texting them
Dynasty
now.
instead of the Gorillas of Destiny. That's way better.
Huh. Okay.
All right, we'll let Cash get off
Later,
the phone
guys.
so he can text his son. So.